Welcome to Tai Chi. Everybody ready? Let's warm up. Hands at your waist, turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Shift your weight to the left foot. Good Tai Chi posture. Kick your right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kick your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, show some vigor. 7, shift your weight. 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman, opening up our span, parallel feet, choose the right side, cross and sit on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift weight, cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good Tai Chi posture. Practicing our golden cockerel. Okay, using our principles to shift our weight, to spiral on our axle, to counterbalance and create circles and spirals. 50-50, think it through, shift weight to the left, spiral all together, golden cockerel on its left. Last set. Kicking out. 50-50, gather energy, center energy. Right hand, right foot, up and out. Last one. Holding our ball. Store that energy out into the side, part the wild horse's mane. Root down, T, L, bow stance. Sit back, sit down. Make sure you turn your hips and waist. Make sure there's something magical about your movements. Brush your knee. Spiral, turn hips and waist, spiral, turn hips and waist, hold your ball, we're going to ward off. Turn hips and waist. Turn hips and waist. Root down, L stance, bow stance. Turn hips and waist, grasp the bird's tail. Turn hips and waist, turn hips and waist, push. Sit down. Make it better. Okay, last one, and then we're gonna close. Twist, open twist, in twist, embrace the tiger, rotate your wrists, bring them closer, push them away, drop the shoulders, tuck the elbows, flex the knees as we now obey gravity and close our form. Okay, so this time I'm going to give you a break. I want you to watch me do the 16. When watching me do the 16, see how I incorporate principles of rotating on my axle, shifting my weight, creating spirals, vertical dantian points, of course, lined up, which I take for granted, okay? But we need to kind of observe first and then apply. Okay, ready? Let's take it all, just like how I did it, and then we'll break it down into different sections, okay? Good Tai Chi posture. Dropping those shoulders, commencing form. Like the wild horse's mane. Half step, white crane, spreads its wings. Brush knee coming up. We're going to deflect. Parry, then punch. Creating a single whip. We're going to play our lute. The pulsing of the monkey. Pivot, pirouette, hold your ball, maiden works her shuttle on the left. Maiden works her shuttle on the right. Half step to the back, needle to the bottom of the sea. Flash arms like a fan. Cloud hands. Grasp the bird's tail. Apparently close. Embrace the tiger. Closing form. Okay, so the intent was to give you a overview of what we're trying to learn. Oftentimes when we start in on a lesson, we've segregated a certain movement and we try to work it through. But that's a good way of learning, but sometimes we forget what the whole form is like. So this was a way to try to alert you to the whole 16 movements and where those particular movements that we've been working on fall, okay, where they are placed in the whole set. So in doing this, you realize that, ooh, maybe there's something more that I need to do because I'm only doing a piecemeal type attack or attempt to learn. But But to me, it's good because you're aware that those pieces are essential for the whole. But to see the whole and then put it in is just as good. In fact, very beneficial. So I know that it put you through things that you were not aware of or not familiar with, and that's part of why you're here to learn. Okay, so don't worry about that. So I'm thinking about how maybe we should go back to review from the beginning and then stop at the movement where I feel that you need more help in, okay? And one of the very early ones is how do you do a white crane using your left hand, okay? So in this way now, we're going to start with a clock wall, and then we can see what we're doing as we move forward to the bulletin board wall. Okay, good Tai Chi posture. Everybody to the clock wall. Commencing form. Shift weight to the right, off the ground. 50-50, hands rotate. Deep breath. Reverse, make yourself small. Hold your ball on a T stance. Part the wild horse's mane. 1. 2. Half step forward. Hold your ball. Spin the ball to the right. Sit back on the back foot. Watch that left hand go up. Rock the front foot. Place it on its toe. White crane spreads its wings. Okay, let's work on that one. So we've done the last parting of the wild horse's mane. So T stance, be like me, hold your ball, T stance. Out and to the side, L stance, part the wild horse's mane 2 times. This is the second time. Is that right? Half step forward, hold your ball. Spin the ball to the right as you sit back on your back foot. Left hand comes up as you watch it. On the toe of your front foot. Lift up the front foot because your weight is on the back, and place it on its toe, and you have white crane spreading its wings. Weight on the back. Any problems? Okay, I'm going to assume no. Then I'm going to say tuck the elbow. What does it mean? The elbow is pretty much flared out to the left. We're going to drop it down. But in dropping it down, we're going to move toward the middle of our body. Here we are at white crane. We're going to drop the elbow and slowly gravitate to the middle of our body. Then what are we going to do? Bisect the body. Actually, drop that front foot. Bisect the body. Go down to your danten. Swirl back, look back. Lift up the front. Multitask to brush knee. Okay? Try it again. We're going to right hand on the bottom, T stance, come out into the side, part the wild horse's mane, 2. Half step forward, hold your ball, spin the ball as you sit back on your back foot, rock the front foot to its toe, watch the advancing left hand, lift the front foot off the ground, put it on its toe, set it up correctly. This is how white crane spreads its wings. Okay, and for ease, I lift it up, but really the weight is on the back so that the front foot is weightless. It's on its toe. You could come here and lift it off, okay? This is white crane. Then I said tuck the elbow. How do you tuck the elbow? Just push it in. As you push it in, you come into the direction of your middle of your body, as if you're saying, I know where the stem of my left hand is to 12 o'clock. So this is white crane. The baby finger slices through the edge of our right shoulder blade. It's higher. The hand is above my head. The right hand is holding that ball right down here, okay? Holding a ball right back by your hip. Doesn't have to be here, it has to be a little bit out. Weight is on the back. So when we bisect our body, we're going to first tuck the elbow, then gravitate to the middle, drop the front foot, sorry. Cut your body in half, swirl back, left hand higher, right hand to your shoulder. 3 things happen. Let's warm them up. Ear, ear. Second thing happens, ear and hand, ear and hand. Third things happen, ear, hand, heel. So you're going to have to lift the front foot and put it on its heel to do a L stance, bow stance, okay? Multitask, here we go. Ear, hand, heel. Turn the hips and waist, magic of brush knee. We do 2 brush knees. Pivot out, right hand higher, left hand to your shoulder, all together, brush knee 2. The next step is we're going to deflect, but first we're going to set it up as if we're doing a 3rd brush knee. And you're going to fist your right hand, and the left hand is going to come down where the fisted hand is coming up. You will see. Sit back, sit down. Pivot as if you're doing another brush knee, but you're going to fist the right hand, and you're going to shift your weight. The left hand comes down, the right hand comes up. Deflect with your right heel. Veer to the right to do that deflecting. Parry to come across, and then to punch to gain stability. Wow. Strip the guy off of you. Open your palms, roll back, sit down, push your palms down as to push him down, then come up and lunge forward. Okay? Did they do okay? Yeah? Yeah, Ken said you did okay. Any questions on that? Okay, all right. So you're gonna watch me do it to the front, okay? So, commencing form, part the wild horse's mane, 1. 2. Half step. Spin, sit back, watch the advancing hand, rock the front foot, lift it off the ground, set it up correctly. Tuck the elbow, drop the front foot, bisect, swirl back, look back, set it up, multitask to brush your knee. Okay, I'm gonna move back here. So this is my 2nd brush knee. As if you're doing a 3rd brush knee, you fist the right hand, you shift your weight. That was a counterbalance there. Deflect, come into parry, and then to punch. Strip the guy away, roll back, push him down, push him up, push him out. Pivot the back, pivot the front, hook, T, out L, single whip. Swirl the backhand, rock the front foot, play your lute. The pulsing of the monkey. Okay? Okay, let's do it forward again. First go to the clock wall and let's tag it on with, increase it with movements now, okay? Beyond white crane, okay? Here we go. Commencing form. Open. Rotate up. Drop the shoulders, flex the knees. Hold your ball. Part the wild horse's mane. 1. And 2. Half step. Sit back on your back as you spin to the right. Left hand advances as you watch. On the toe of your front, lift it off. White crane spreads its wings. Tuck the elbow, bisect the body. Drop the front foot. Swirl back, look at the backhand, left hand higher, set it up correctly, then multitask. Set it up and multitask. Fist the right hand, left hand is higher, shift the weight up and down, deflect on the right heel, bring it in as you parry, push it out as you punch. Touch, roll back, push him down, push him up, push him out. Okay, I'm going to turn you to the field now, okay? Left foot forward, okay? Left foot forward. We just pushed him out. What we're going to do now is we're going to create a single whip. How we do it is we're going to pivot on our two heels. First the back heel or the right heel first, then the left heel. So it's going to take some shifting of weight in a small way, okay? So here we pushed him out. Pivot the back heel, pivot the front heel, hook the hand, T stance, L stance, O stance. One more time, push out. Pivot the back, pivot the front, hook and T, out L, palms out, single whip. Okay? Okay, I'm going to take you forward now, okay? So left foot forward, right foot on a 45. This is single whip. What we want to do now is play our lute. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a half step and swirl, sit back on the back foot, rock the front foot, set it up correctly. Okay? Let's try it and then we can break it down. Single whip. So after single whip, we take a half step. We let go that fisted hook hand. We rock the front foot, set it on the back foot, our weight, then put it on our heel, play your lute. Okay, that's a lot of words that didn't really match my in rhythm, okay? Single whip. Half step forward, swirl the back hand, rock the front foot, play your lute on your heel. Okay, let's get it better. Single whip. Half step forward, swirl that back hand, sit back on the back as you rock the front, play your lute. Okay? Single whip. Half step forward, swirl that back hand, sit back on the back as you rock the front, play your lute on your heel. Okay, stay where you are and you can rest your hands, and then I want to show you so we can finish our, stay where you are, okay? You can rest your hands. So this is single whip. Half step forward, swirl the back hand. As you sit back on your back foot, you're going to rock the front foot to its toe, almost setting it up correctly, but you have to sit back this way. One more time, okay? Put your hands down, okay? Put your hands down. Relax first. Just take in what you see and what you hear, and then we'll apply it, okay? This is single whip. Half step forward, swirl the back hand. Rock the front foot because our weight is on the back. Play our lute on our heel. So the heel should have hardly any weight. Everything is in the back because you're going to repulse the monkey. Okay? Any questions on that? Single whip, half step forward, swirl the back hand, rock the front foot because now it's going to be weightless, then play your lute. So I can't say everything, but we assume that swirl the back hand. When you rock the front foot, that means the weight has to already be in the back because you can never rock this foot with weight. So I skipped that, but once you hear rock the front foot, the weight already has to be in the back. Okay, so let's pick it up from here and move on, okay? Single whip, half step forward, swirl the back hand, weight on the back to rock the front foot, play your lute. Okay. Then we're going to repulse the monkey. Center the front hand, look at the back hand that's higher. Weight on the back, repulse of the monkey. Lift off the ground, multitask, toe, heel, pivot to the ball of your foot as you meet hands in the middle. Draw back, push forward. Center the front hand, left hand higher. Lead with the toe, ear, toe, heel. Meet in the center as you pivot on the ball of your foot. Repulsed. Final. What do we do now? Pivot on the front foot. So we're now at the clock wall, right? Then we're going to pirouette on the toe of our right toes, right foot. Okay, and then you can't see me. Yeah? Then you're going to kick out with your right. Okay, so let's work on that one now, okay? So let me see. I think this one we have to work on our side. Then we repulse the monkey. Watch how I repulse the monkey. My toe, my heel. I pivot on the ball of my front foot. I meet in the center. Then I draw back. Center the front hand. Glance at the back hand as higher. I'm leading with my toe, but the weight is on the back. I lift all together. Ear, toe, heel, pivot on the ball of my front foot as I meet in the middle and draw back. This is the one that's kind of hard, but of course repulsing of the monkey is hard too. We're going to pivot the front foot on its heel. We're going to pirouette on our right. The ball is not a ball right now, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to kick out with our right heel, turn the ball correctly, and then maiden works the shuttle. Okay? So I'm thinking about how I'm going to, what view. Let's do it this way, okay? Let's play our lute this way. And we're going to repulse the monkey 2 times. Center, glance, weight on the back, all together. Ear, lift, toe, heel, pivot on the ball as you meet in the center, draw back. That's 1. Center, lead with the toe, lift off the ground, ear, toe, heel, pivot on the ball of your foot as you meet, and then draw back. Pivot the front foot, pirouette the back foot. So now you can see me. This is a pirouette, and the ball is upside down. The ball is upside down like that, right? The right hand, the palm is facing the ceiling, whereas the left hand is 2 inches below your navel. When you spin out with your right heel, you're going to convert your ball correctly. Okay, so we're now here, and the weight is on the left. You're going to spin out and deflect with the right heel and turn your ball. That's all you needed to do, okay? Yeah, everybody's got it, almost got it. So you're not really, okay, can rest. So you're not really in the direction of the clock wall like this, but you're sort of on an angle when you deflect, okay? Watch me. Lead with your toe. Okay. Pivot the front, no problem. Pirouette the back. That means just get taller. Okay? When you deflect now, you're going to kick out with your right heel and convert your ball. Right heel kick. Then we're in maiden. Maiden is a zigzag, okay? All right, you want to try that? So I don't know how to, which way to turn so that you don't have to turn back and look at me.
It's sort of a complicated move, but when I first tried to master it, I just let my body go. If you put your foot into certain right positions, and you think about where you're supposed to end up, just let it flow. Do it a few times. Let your body rock and roll, so to speak. Don't be so stiff in terms of trying to figure out which foot, when, what you're doing. So long as you get to the ballpark, you start one way and you end up another way. Try and you're doing a spin. Try that for a little bit. That may help.
Okay, and you know enough that only the weightless foot can move, so you're pretty safe. And if you know that principle, believe me, it's really a strong one, not only in everyday things, but in this type of turning and spinning, only the weightless foot, and it shifts. One has weight, one doesn't, and it reverses, it takes that new role. Okay. Play your lute. We'll do a little bit of repulsing because I think your repulsing needs work on, okay? Weight on the back, open, look at the back, weight on the back, multitask, ear, lift, toe, heel, meet as you pivot on the ball of your front foot, then draw back, okay? Take everything kind of slowly. Lead with the toe, open, off the ground, ear, lift, toe, heel, unzigzag yourself by meeting, draw back. All right, as much as you don't like this, I'm going to make you turn this way. At least we get the beginning parts done, okay? This is what we just did, okay? Really comfortable, don't have that big span. We're going to pivot on the front. We're going to pirouette on the back. Then we're going to kick out with our right, and we're ready for maiden. Yeah, hey, good. Okay, so watch, this is what we're going to do, okay? But you watch first so you don't have to turn back, okay? We pushed out. Pivot on the front. Pirouette on the back, heel out, hold and correct that ball, heel out, and maiden shuttles. It's kind of still not right. Okay, let's just keep on trying then. Let's play our lute this way. We did sideways, now we'll take it from the forward position. Drop the front foot, don't drop it. Open, repulse of the monkey. Draw back, lead with the toe, lift up, all together, draw back, pivot the front, at least get that, pirouette the back, and you notice that the ball is wrong. To correct it, we're going to kick out with our right heel and correct the ball. Then I can see that most of you have it to shuttle left. Okay, let's do that angle again, and then we'll take care of this guy, and then we'll take care of this one. Okay, I think there's enough time, yeah. Okay, so you get what we're doing, okay? If you can't see it in one angle, perhaps you can see it on the other three angles, okay? Play your lute. We're going to repulse the monkey. All together. Meet, draw back. Center, open, lead with the toe. All together, meet, draw back. Pivot the front foot, pirouette the back, kick out right heel, hold your ball, and then maiden on her left, okay? Don't worry about it, you're gonna see it online, okay? So we're gonna play our lute, we're going backwards, we're starting with the clock wall, center the front hand, back hand higher, repulse monkey, weight on the back, all together, meet in the center, ball of the foot, pivot, draw back one, center, higher, lead with the toe, all together, meet in the center, pivot on the ball, final. Pivot the front, pirouette the back, spin out with your heel to correct your ball, maiden on her left. Okay, one more time. Starting with clock wall, we are playing our lute. Center the front hand, back hand higher, glance, all together, ear, lift, toe, heel, meet, pivot, slide. Center, higher, lead with the toe, glance, lift, toe, heel, pivot, slide. Pivot the front, pirouette the back, kick out right heel, correct that ball. You should see me and you should be like this. Okay, but otherwise, don't worry, you will be eventually, okay? Last angle is everybody facing the street now, okay? Playing your lute. I think this one might work for most of you. Play your lute. We're gonna repulse the monkey. Center the front hand, back hand higher, glance. Weight on the back, all together. Ear, lift, toe, pivot, meet, pivot, slide. Center, higher, lead with the toe, all together, lift, ear, toe, heel, middle, slide. Pivot the front, pirouette the back, kick out with your right heel. Do you see me? And maiden on her left. Okay, one more time, getting good. Okay, play your lute facing the street. We're going to repulse the monkey 2 times. Center the front hand, back hand higher, glancing at it, all together. Weight on the back, ear, lift, toe, heel, pivot on the ball, meet, slide back. Center, weight on the back, lift, all together, heel, pivot, slide back. Pivot the front foot, pirouette the back. Kick out with your right heel, convert your ball. Right heel comes out, turn the ball. As it goes to the forehead, turn the hips and waist, maiden on her left. Sit back, sit down, pivot in, hold your ball. Out, spin the ball, turn hips and waist, shuttle, right. Let's just finish it off. Is that right? Half step to the back. Cross the hips and waist. Left hand goes to the bottom of the C. Right hand is swiped to the left hip. All together. Down to the bottom of the C. One hand comes up, 2 hands come up, then your foot. Start in the middle, advance the right heel, flash your arms like a fan. Okay? Okay, advance this way now, okay? Time, flash your arms like a fan. Right hand forward, left hand by your ear. Weight, 60-40. Bow step. Sit back, sit down, pivot, 12 o'clock. So you have a cup and you have a pivot. We want to get out to the 9 o'clock. We just go this way. We pivot with our left heel. Then we're in 12 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, 2 things happen. Flip the hands, close the feet. Stem cup 12. 9 o'clock, 2 things happen. Flip the hands, open the feet. Stem cup 12. 3 o'clock, we're going to close the feet and hold the ball and put it on a T stance. We're going to ward off. That's easy, but do it correctly. Grasp the bird's tail. Hands go for the ride. Use the energy to push out in the middle. Roll back and sit down. Spiral up and push them out. Other side. Twist step. T stance. L stance. Bow stance. Grasp the bird's tail. Use your hips and waist. Use your hips and waist. Push the energy through. Roll back and sit down. Push him down. Spiral him up and out. Twist. Open twist. In twist. Embrace, right hand on the inside. Move over. Rotate on your wrists so that your palms are now seen. Push them closer to your chest. Push them away. Separate the energy. Drop the shoulders. Flex the knees. Hands go for the ride as you now. Close your form. Okay, so today's lesson was relatively difficult because we did a lot of spinning and turning, and we had to do it in a few seconds or split seconds. So you're going to have to go back, look at the angles, and scrub it and keep on trying to figure it out. It's very beautiful once you get it, and you'll see definitely shifting of weight, rotating on that axle, okay? And of course, counterbalancing for safety. So I think that if you do a good job doing your homework and trying something, even though you think it's a little bit wrong, when you come back, we can perfect it a lot better, okay? So very good job. Okay, see you next time.
Real